Hello everyone, and welcome to Maths with Mr. Chow. In this lesson, we're going to learn the circumference of a circle. You will learn what circumference means, the difference between the radius and the diameter, and how to use the formulas to calculate the circumference of a circle. Let's get started. The circumference is the distance around a circle. Think of it as the length all the way around the outside of the circle. Just like the perimeter of a rectangle, the circumference measures the distance around a shape. Now, let's learn about the radius and the diameter. Now let's look at two important parts of a circle. The blue line is called the diameter. The diameter goes across the center of the circle, from one side to the other. Now look at the red line. This is the radius. The radius goes from the center to the edge of the circle. A diameter is always twice the radius. So remember, diameter equals 2 times the radius. This relationship will help us calculate the circumference of a circle. Now let's look at the formulas for finding the circumference of a circle. If you know the radius, use the formula. Circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius. For this lesson, we will use pi approximately equals 3.14. If you know the diameter instead, you can use the shorter formula. Circumference equals pi times the diameter. Remember, both formulas give the same answer because the diameter is twice the radius. Let's try an example. The radius is 3 centimeters. We use the formula. Circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius. Substitute the radius of 3 into the formula. So we have 2 times pi times 3. Using pi approximately equals 3.14. The circumference is approximately 18.85 centimeters. Let's look at an example. The radius is 5 centimeters. We use the formula. Circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius. Now substitute the radius of 5 into the formula. So we have 2 times pi times 5. Using pi approximately equals 3.14. The circumference is approximately 31.4 centimeters. Now it's your turn. The diameter of the circle is 8 centimeters. Pause the video and see if you can find the circumference by yourself. Ready? Since we know the diameter, we use the formula. Circumference equals pi times the diameter. So we have pi times 8. Using pi approximately equals 3.14, the circumference is approximately 25.1 centimeters. Great job! Let's review what we've learned today. The circumference is the distance around a circle. Remember, the diameter is twice the radius. If you know the diameter, use the formula. Circumference equals pi times the diameter. If you know the radius, use the formula. Circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius. Finally, always remember to write the correct units, such as centimeters, meters, or kilometers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.